always say that I want to use my platform here at the show to talk about topics that need to be discussed, but often nobody wants to talk about. Today's taping is one of those shows. I'm talking about white privilege. But what does it really mean? White privilege is defined as the inherent advantage possessed by a white person on the basis of their race in a society characterized by racial inequality and injustice. Now, the term is all over the news almost daily, and there seems to be a huge misconception that the term means that all Caucasians are racist. Obviously, that is not the case, but it's certainly a phrase that has seemingly divided the country. I'm going to explain this today. Don't slam your ears shut, and don't you turn the channel, because we're going to talk about this in a way that I think you'll go, I get it. Take a look.
The term white privilege is being used on social media.
A retail pharmacy giant is apologizing.
Camilla Hudson tried to use the manufacturer's coupon. They said that the coupon was fraudulent and asked her to leave the store.
She's wearing a green
Tell them I'll be here when they arrive, that I will be waiting for them to arrive.
African American.
Black. No, I'm not African American. I'm black. Black isn't a bad word.
The neighbor being dubbed Hermit Patty after video of her complaining about a little girl selling water bottles went viral.
Illegally selling water without a permit?
What kind of monster calls the cops on a little girl, whether she's black, brown, purple?
This is the outburst that caught a lot of attention at Orlando International Airport.
Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this! You treat me like a black person!
Today's objective is very simple. How can we be socially proactive? What can people on both sides of privilege do to eliminate the problem? I wanted to just get everybody around the table because we're going to get down to brass tacks and just bear it all. Now, I have some of the foremost experts on this, and here with me today, comedian of social and political commentary, Alonzo Bowden. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Arkansas police officer Tommy Norman, civil rights attorney Areva Martin, professor at UCLA School of Law Dr. Laura Gomez, senior research scientist at Wellesley Center for Women Dr. Peggy McIntosh, professor of sociology at Georgetown University Dr. Michael Dyson, associate professor of sociology at Biola University Dr. Nancy Wong Yoon. So welcome to the show, everybody. So let's start out by defining white privilege and what it is and what it is not. Now, first definition. Privilege is a special right or advantage or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group. Now, when we say privilege, that just means that it's something that exists. It's not something that somebody created or grabbed, right?
Think about this, the famous story by David Foster Wallace. He said two fish are in the ocean, swimming along. They meet an elderly fish coming the other way, and he says, "Good morning, boys, how's the water?" They go along a little piece, and they go, "What's water?" When you're in it, you don't recognize that you're in it. You derive your existence from it. You derive your sustenance from it. So it's a set of practices and privileges based upon skin color. It's based upon assumptions about who people are. So that's what privilege is.
Yeah, all right, and we're talking here that the privilege is, we said it goes to a group or an individual, and we're talking about the group being white here. And so white privilege, we're talking about inherent advantages possessed by a white person on the basis of their race in a society that's characterized by racial inequality or injustice. So the fish you're talking about here are white folks that are swimming in a society and they don't realize that this inures to their benefit. It's not that they said, I'm going to position myself in a way that I have this advantage. It just exists all around them.
The conversation, Dr. Phil, becomes